So 2 years ago, we were in a much different situation than we're currently in right now. We were traveling across the country to spread the word about severe acute malnutrition and its cure, ready-to-use therapeutic food.
And I know what you're thinking. Surely there's a more practical way to get from coast to coast than by foot. Well, there is. You're exactly right. It was a 1971 Winnebago. Shag carpet, an 8-track player that totally destroyed that Kenny Loggins 8-track, so good. And it was a beauty, it was our home, and this is all that's left of it. Because on the 11th day of the 11th month of 2011, it blew up.
It didn't. We need to back up, though, and tell you the bigger story here. The first 1,000 days of a person's life is the most crucial for development. But all around the world, many children suffer from severe malnutrition in those 1,000 days. And if there's not an intervention, they never fully develop. And those underdeveloped children become underdeveloped adults. But there's good news. In the late 90s, some really smart people got together, smarter than us. They work for United Nations or something. And they made this formula called ready-to-use therapeutic food. It's peanut butter, milk, and vitamins, all in a pouch. And if a child gets 3 of these a day for up to 6 weeks, there's more than a 95% chance that they'll overcome malnutrition. They'll develop, their brains will grow, they'll learn.
So we partnered with a company that was making this therapeutic food called Mana Nutrition. And we kind of brought a weird idea that because peanut butter is just inherently fun and it's got this nostalgic feel to it, we thought, what if we bought a 1971 Winnebago? Oh no. And the idea was tossed around for a little bit, but then this beautiful thing called eBay gave us our Winnebago, which we then called the Mana Bago. We tried to grow mustaches to fit into the theme of the 70s, but when you show up at an elementary school as 2 strange men living in a Winnebago giving children peanut butter, it really can put off the wrong message. Regardless, at every children's event or elderly event, college, high school, church, we came across people were enamored by this magical peanut butter and this idea that such a simple problem, which was feeding children, had such a simple solution, just to give them this essentially this peanut butter on steroids. So we were across the country. We stopped at colleges, high schools, Waffle Houses, to give people an education about this tangible product. But when we left, there wasn't really any way for people to stay engaged. We would kind of go with our hands open and say, this is an amazing work. More children can be fed if you'll help fund it. But once the Mana Bago was gone, there wasn't a way for them to stay involved. And then our Mana Bago blew up.
So while we were on the road hitchhiking, the first scene that you got to see, we put our heads together. We decided to combine our massive amount of resources and intelligence, and we did the only natural thing and started a peanut butter company.
And our mission was really, really simple: to help good spread.
And we decided we would help good spread by taking that base ingredient out of the therapeutic food, peanut butter, because we had a lot of it available to us. And we thought, maybe if we sold a product to U.S. consumers, we could generate funds for the therapeutic food. So it's simple. When you buy a packet of our peanut butter, we give an equivalent amount of therapeutic food So you eat peanut butter, and they eat peanut butter.
Despite what you may have read in our bio about growing up on a peanut farm in southern Georgia, we actually had little to zero experience with peanut butter other than consuming it ourselves. Double jelly, peanut butter in the middle. So we decided to crowdfund our startup cost, and our moms both told us it was a terrible idea. But 3 weeks later, we had about $70,000, and that was our response. It's like, oh, it actually worked. So now we need to start making peanut butter. So we drove down to this beautiful oasis in southern Georgia called Fitzgerald.
Tropical, always
if you go
70 degrees.
Kind of to the middle of nowhere and a little bit further, you'll end up in Fitzgerald, Georgia. It is the peanut capital of the world. And we started making peanut butter. Think like Willy Wonka, but there weren't any Oompa Loompas. Just a lot of peanut butter. And we packed it all up in our car, put it in boxes, drove it back to our house, filled our entire house. We reeked of peanut butter, and we started selling it as fast as we could.
And as you can imagine, an undertaking like this takes a lot of research and development. So actually our R&D team has been on hold. We're Skyping them in right now, and we're just going to ask them a few questions.
Let's see.
Hey, you guys there?
Hello.
Oh, hi. Can you give us a simplified version of the essential essence of good spread?
Yes. You can see here on the board we have been working on the essential ingredients of the peanut butters. When it is the peanuts coming into the butter's form, we have the research indicating that the people eating are much happier.
That's brilliant. So are there any new innovations or anything you can tell us about coming up, happening today?
Yes, breakthrough innovations happen here every day. A lot of times we're just putting peanut butter into packets and can take them fishing or snowmobiling or but today we're working on a new invention. We put peanut butter in a container that is like a cylinder.
Wow.
You can even twist it. And it comes right off. And when you're done,
It's like a seal.
you twist it again, and it's closed. But this is really top secret.
Of course.
We believe that these are the groundbreaking revolutions of the peanut butters. Thank you. That's it.
Wow. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Total God thing.
Where are they? Or where are they from?
Yeah, I mean, we just send the checks, so I don't actually know where their lab is. But that idea is it's brilliant. And as we look ahead to things like top secret jars potentially in our future, and we try to grow our company, we're just a year in, but everything we've done so far, we look up to people like Brad so much because we want to have fun on every level of everything we do. We are so inspired by all of you in this room. We got to go to the retreat last year, and similar to Brad, I was just sitting there and just amazed at all the people that were in the room and all the people that are here. There's no reason that these extremely difficult problems that we all feel a need to solve, there's no reason that solution shouldn't be fun. I think it's easy to get drowned out by all the causes and all the things that are going out, and you kind of lose sight of having fun, but it's a beautiful ingredient, and we should all be encouraged to invite our audiences into a story where they can have fun. Peanut butter is a really simple and easy way to do that, but there's ways for all of us to really have fun with our products.
We were really drawn into this because we could hold it in our hands. We've grown up in the internet revolution, and there's a lot of intangible things out there, and we wanted something tangible. That's how we ended up working with Mana in the beginning, and that's why we're doing Good Spread. You never know when the resources right around you might help solve world hunger or something like that. And so I guess we want to impart the value of a tangible product to a tangible solution, something you can hold in your hand.
And the real good that we're really, really excited about, more than the, Winnebago, rest in peace, and more than the launch of a company, is that right now, in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere, there's a ship with 30,000 packets of therapeutic food from our first few months of sales, and it's going over to the country of Chad in Africa through a partnership with World Vision, and that's what we're so excited about. We're so excited to see finally come to fruition.
And it wouldn't have been possible without the people who have believed in us up to this point, who have bought Good Spread peanut butter. And we want the next shipment to be double that size and triple that size and start actually making a dent in the United Nations' #1 millennial goal, which is to eradicate world hunger. So we actually have a promo code for you guys. This is the way you can help us. This is the way you can help children who have severe acute malnutrition, and they shouldn't. There's no reason to. There's enough resource to reach them. If you go to our website and put in this promo code on any order, you'll get 50% off. So we encourage you to at least buy 2 boxes. Our peanut butter is in packets, comes in boxes of 10. Buy 2 boxes and give one away, because that's really the essence of Good Spread, is give it away. And always, in whatever you do, help Good Spread. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great. So everyone, in your bag, you got a packet of Good Spread, and with all the fruit in the back, there's Good Spread packets, so you can try it this morning during the break. But I have one question, or really 2 questions. First is, what do you need help with right now? You guys are a startup. What is the greatest need that you guys have?
Well, at this point, it's really about sales. It's surprisingly, the model is working. So the more people buy, the more we can give, and the more sales we get, the better it works. So we're just really trying to exploit the good things about capitalism.